Hello, this is OldCrowBalthazor. Welcome to Balthazar's Strategic Arcane. This is my continuing multiplayer match playing Strategic Command World War I. I'm playing the 1916 Icarus scenario. I'm playing with MdSmall, or MdSmall, who is the designer of the Icarus Mod, and he is playing Central Powers, playing Entente. Episode 15, December 30th, 1916. A few things we've got to talk about. Greece and also the Russians. There's a couple little things. It's not really a glitch. It's going to be a design change. But we'll talk about it. It's not going to impact this game much. Maybe a little bit, but not too much. Oh, it's going to balance out. There has been so much going on. I don't know what I can talk about right now. We'll just see. I am going to... Well, let's just watch. He's moving. He's going to let me keep that other Greek corps. Generally, the Greeks don't have enough units. I agree. That might be frozen here, so we're going to lose Venice if he can slip through. No, not yet. So with the Russians, their national morale has been falling too fast. That's in design, or what was intended to talk about that. This is a national morale. Are you actually going to attack? Oh, no, I wish I could attack. Artillery. We got in Italy, though. We can't let Italy be rolled. Damn. Are you going to get in here? Watch it become frozen if I try to take this back. Well, he goes on the offensive just before winter, right? It was frozen. Now it's not. When Russia goes down and the Bolsheviks take over, it's going to be rough. Tit for tat, boys. Need to retreat now. This is what I was talking about. In the last episode, you can get mauled. Looks like it did okay. He's in there. Yeah. Well, we got indications that last turn. Look what I got there. But I was going to get ASD there. He's moving, so now it would probably be a sub here try to keep me out of Tripoli. All right, that's good. So he's brought him back. We have received requests from large numbers of Czech and Slovak prisoners of war for permission to raise the Czechoslovak formation to serve in our army. Training equipping this unit will cost 150 MPPs. This is for the Italians. I will do that. Let's start taking money next turn. Because I'm going to have to buy the heavy artillery. We do get a dreadnought unit. All right, let's go talk about Greece first. Okay. So, apparently, when the Germans or Central Powers start moving down, they can generate more corps, but Michael restricted the army size, but he thinks it may be a little too small. He had restricted it to 3 corps. I said, oh, I don't know about that. 4. And I got this free one, so he's going to allow me to keep it. But we are really in a hell of a situation here. Jesus Christ. Russia. We'll look at now. Okay, national morale. National morale is going off every turn for him holding on to Novograd, and Ivanograd, the 2 fortresses. he realized by looking at this. Let's go look at the Russians, because we're both keeping track of national morale. That it shouldn't be this far down. So it's been incrementally going down and down because of that. There's been combat and stuff. I don't, ever since I lost those, too much. And now, when I didn't know this, I thought the Bolshevik resolution, it is a resolution of a revolution. Bolsheviks come into play when it's 15% or lower than 15%. So I don't have a ton of time here, and everything's going to come on east. So the Russian Revolution showed up a lot earlier than it did. As a matter of fact, the Kerensky, the provisional government, didn't even kick in until February of 1916. And the October Revolution is when the Bolsheviks took power, was October of 1917. So this is all going to disappear. Probably next turn. And I have these guys, and so I probably won't be able to get away with it. But I will try. But all he has to do is damage something or sink these ships. And that's probably why he didn't do it. In fact, I know he didn't do it because he thought it was too early. So again, we've got to do a little bit of fudging. And it's a damn shame too, because I got him in 2 boxes here before and killed units. So I mean, we're resisting, but yeah, I thought it was to 0. And then also again, he's saying the national morale is dropping too fast. He wanted it extended. We all did. They're trying to get away from this acceleration stuff. Before we deal with that, I'm going to deal with Italy. So I have a chance now to buy heavy artillery. I've got infantry weapons too. A mistake on my part. I probably will enter this. Mistake on my part is I didn't dig here and here, but I can use the French and upgrade because I got to dig. Okay. So yeah, let's do this. Well, you know what? These guys are both the same size, and you got to upgrade. Now, do I got too many units? So I don't have to do you. I'll put a French unit here. Oh, I'm going to have to move you up. God damn. No, I don't. I could leave a kill box here. Let them just walk in. We already got existing. We could do that. Let me go look at research here. Okay, we want to save one. All right. I need to buy the heavy artillery and then upgrade. Italians. It's probably the last chance I'm going to have, and they're Italians, not field. These 300. No, I got to be able to shoot 2 hexes. 330. Let's do it. 93. Let's select these right. 22. You can figure it, but I need you. So next turn I'm going to be able to do the French. 5 MPP. Yeah, these are here if he breaks through. He's making a mad dash. You're still short here. Yeah, we just got this going. They moved, guys. I'm gonna need to transfer something. Let's do this. I'm gonna bounce around. Free. We don't need to announce ourselves. So the Russians are going down anytime. Gonna be out of the war. To be Trans-Caucasian Republic, Ukraine. He's gonna have to man a lot. The Austrian-Hungarians are gonna have to man a lot of cities with corps. Good. Use you. Why in a port? Yeah, these all need to be upgraded. I need to dig in. It just sucks. He's going to look into maybe them at least starting with the same weapons tech as the parent. All right, back to this business again. Trenches in the sand. Yeah. Oh, come on, man. Yeah. So the Italians are not going to be able to. Let me go look at research. So the British, hopefully next term, so a couple turns, I'm gonna, because I got everybody at Got everybody in ports over in the Atlantic. Yeah, we came late to the game here, and I haven't even done Italians. You'll probably eventually get sub 3s, and they'll just rip anything apart, including destroyers then. Greece. Now this was a mistake also. Alright, what are we going to do? Now, 437, let's go look what you could buy. I could buy field artillery. Is it useful? And with the tech, 313, man. I might be trapped down here. Come to it. Ah, shoot. You reinforce it here. 3. Where we at? See, we're almost there at infantry weapons. The Italians came first, the British are behind. Get it. But I would get wasted. I was thinking of buying field artillery for the Belgians or the Greeks. In light of what we just saw here, well, eventually we can move this off. We get to Italian. It's in the mountains, see. It says trenchant 4, but he's backwards. But it's frozen. See, that's the perfect time to get that real estate. Again, I'm bouncing around. The other idea was getting Allenby. Now, if I got Allenby, well, I got it. There, 81. I need it. I was going to explain my March 17th. 1, 2. We'll get him, and then we got to get him over. '30th, February 24th, April 7th. It goes that fast through the winter. So 2 turns, we'll get Allenby over here. Now, I was going to explain before I clicked why. I have 2 HQs here. I know. I can't cover all these troops. This is an example right here. And I need to be able to go on a massive offensive against them. Down the road, I could get Belgian field artillery, but I'll have to vacate this place. Kind of a dicey thing. I want to take over more property from the French here. And on some of the World War I maps I saw, the British, in fact, had about 1/3 of the line. Anyway, for doing Allenby, because go to the British. Well, first, let's go to... Let's go to research. See, I got into command and control. But I need an HQ to cover all these guys, and then they all will improve. But waited for the command and control. They had 2 HQs. Still might be short. Anyway, it gives us an option with an extra HQ. If, for example, well, we got to take other parts of the front for sure. Need room. So I have 81. I probably will ship you, but it's not entirely necessary. I am going to need a big wad arrow money to upgrade all these guys. you. Next one. So we got unit density here for sure. Have to upgrade them. I have no idea what the weather is going to be like next turn. That's the thing. February 24th. We got unlucky here. He wouldn't have gotten in there. Well, he didn't get in there, so I guess we got lucky. But we won't soon. But when he wants to start making a move, we got a wall here. In artillery. Where should I put you? I'm going to want to swap this. No fighter here. Bunch of useful spots. Yeah, I haven't been able to research this, but it could probably get caught up pretty quick since our allies got artillery too. All right, but at least we can shoot from afar. Whoops, 2 hexes. If he doesn't drive me off here, you never know. If you look at what the Italians can buy, let's go. We got to figure out the Greek thing. So I don't know yet. So we're down again, and that's going to keep happening. These are cheaper. Well, it'd be 135 because it's down, but thing is too, there's 41 turns. So if we go all the way to 1918, I mean that we got to play the long game here. I've only been in a few games have gone into 1918. I had one that should have went to the end. The guy quit. They finally turned some, and it was in 1918. But I wasn't even certain there because I could not take out his Russians, and I finally put everything, like all the juice I could, on the French as playing the Central Powers. We're down. We still got 310. Probably best to keep that going. If we look at production, yeah, I get this next turn, and so did the British. Yeah, I might have to take a break for a second. I know you're going to keep bothering me, but I don't want to. I have to figure out this. And then we'll look at the Middle East. Knowing that in the next turn or two, Lenin's going to take control of Moscow. Oh, what I could do, because I'm going to want to upgrade these. I only have 81, so I think I'm not going to put you here to block. So you're going to be able to be infantry weapons. There is a cheesy thing you can do. You can put a ship here. Block. It's cheese. Maybe it isn't cheese. You could rationalize the ships are stopping any movement across the strait. Then you'd have a whole ton of destroyers coming. Do that, and Michael objects. I'll pull off. He's got or destroyers, subs, but he's got sub twos and tear this of ribbons. I still have mines. Under him. I actually needed this guy. What I could do is I could go here, dig here, upgrade this, and reinforce this now. Upgrade next turn and flip. So now what are we going to do here? I have nothing to send here. Let's send it from Egypt. 8765. So tempted. Upgrade this. Yeah, you can. Boom. I can't. You gotta abandon Larissa. Meta play in the vanilla game, Greece gets rolled too easy in a lot of cases. Well, 2 units on this type pushes me off. I won't have any place to retreat. Well, if that's the case, I'll bring you. Sucks. Well, Michael, if you're watching, I do think maybe you should make it like Salonika. Just because of its geography, because you have to connect to a major capital, and you can't from Athens. But the Bulgarians can, right? To Berlin, Vienna, or Constantinople. Because I want to do elite. Well, guy's gonna be cast here next turn, so we're gonna bring the dreadnoughts in. Boy, if I get a tactical bomber would be great. We'll be able to dump 5 shells on this. Can we break this? Readiness is pretty high, but we can bring this down with 3 dreadnoughts. We're safe here as no. Alright, so where are we here? Medina. Supply 1, so nothing's gonna happen next turn. But Michael rechecked. So a couple of episodes ago, he reported that he thought that he made a mistake and they cannot recover national morale here or here. You have to go in the cars and Batum and beyond Tiflis, let's say, because that's going to be transferred. He said he checked and no, again, he can reclaim it. So that's going to help him, because losing Medina is usually a game over. Now another thing in vanilla, usually when the Ottoman Empire goes out, it's so catastrophic for the Central Powers that early games get lost. Again, acceleration. So he's changed it so it won't be so catastrophic. There'll be a national morale failure for Austria-Hungary and Germany, but it won't be so bad, so he can keep fighting. Another thing he told me, this too. He told me the turnip winter was supposed to fire last in November, and it didn't. If we go to reports and look at German national morale, it drops. And that's why you want to do the unrestricted warfare, to mitigate this drop. He says he's pretty certain it's going to fire this turn. We hope so. And the Central Powers are going to get a boost from the Bolsheviks pulling out of the war. Now, when the Bolsheviks pull out of the war. Now he's going to have to keep cores, the 3 Baltic states, their capitals, because they're going to form. When they're actually not going to form, they're going to be annexed to Germany. Germany's going to get that income. That's right. It's another change. I actually like that instead of Estonia. They were run by the Germans and later Free Corps, and of course, if you want to go further, play Shadow of the Tsars and see what's going on in 1919. And then the Austrians also are going to have Slavic and other nationalist troubles, like maybe the Romanians. So he's going to have to, I believe, I didn't check, but I will promise tonight look into it. But it's like quite a number of these units are not going to show up anywhere else. And we got a house rule, they can't show up down here. We did a little intel. You can bring detachments. And then also, there's 2 expeditionary corps that the Germans can create. I think they're pretty expensive. I don't know exactly how much, but it's composed of Germans and Austro-Hungarians. And they can operate here. They form in Constantinople. We can do a final check. Yeah. No. I'm not going to do that. And I got to cover. Now, knowing that the Russians he's going to recover Mosul. And I'm sure glad that one of these units, one of these, the Indian Corps that was surrounded, got away. That is rare. In light of that, I think I'll bring this here. I was thinking actually sending it to the western front by sea because there's a loot box. South Atlantic, which is way, don't know where they, somewhere down here. But then you got to go through Subgauntlet, or send it to the Red Sea, get it in the theater this way. Subgauntlet. Baghdad's slowly recovering, but if I pull off this. Do the count from here, 6, 5, 4, 3. This might be good in Libya. We'll get in Baghdad. Okay, he ain't coming out through here. Not going to get in Kirkuk. This is all going to disappear. You have to withdraw. Supply 2 though. This is all going to be open. Do I extend this to here? Check that. Let's keep the arc. God, he's got enough too. He might want to invade Persia. And that's another interesting thing. If he declares war on Persia, there's a good chance that there's units in Hamadan, Kermanshah, and Karamabad. Well, if any Entente units get close, they'll form. And there's a 50% chance, I think, that a Cossack unit will form. But I don't know if Russia's gone, what happens. I think I'm going to pull back and dig. So now that makes me wonder about cars. We even need them here. Send them out to the Red Sea. They could be useful out here because I can spot, and also here. I'm gonna bring them. Get them here and put them on an AV and get them down in here to help them. I'm gonna pull them back. I always can buy another one of these. India. We're maxed out with Indian troops, separate detachment. Well, I don't want to lose Mosul or lose this HQ. We might be able to live one turn. I'm going to launch the Marine. Sevastopol. It's going to be too bad. They're going to disappear anyway, but I don't want. That's a pretty killer national morale. That's too bad, man. They're going to be Bolshevized. Of course, a lot of these would end up being whites, I bet. But I can't pull this off. Let's launch you. Oh no, transport. Oh, I screwed up. How is it going to happen anyway? Damn it, why did I do that? I took a break like I needed to do. Well, now what am I going to do with you? Let's practice. Balls. AV here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, man. Yes. Way down. He's buying his time. Well, next turn, they go below 15%. It's automatic that they're Bolshevik. But if it wasn't, then that would have been a blow, and I would have had to wait a turn or two. And even then. Gotten away. Oh yeah. Run down like a dog. Yeah, we got supply. Yeah, F you. I got 229 left. We're not done yet. Oh, I got shells. I got 4. Udenich. Alexiev. I was given some big guns, man. This is from Kerensky's government. And it's a frozen wasteland. Our combat losses here might actually drive us. Sometimes you get lucky on those 1-0s. what would I do with you? You're not upgraded. Look at what he's got here, and he pulled out. Oh, I wish we had some more war. Alas, it is not going to happen. I'd want to upgrade too. $183. Then we'll do the Western Front. There's another thing we could do with the Russians. So if we lose the Diplo. I don't think the Diplo works after you're out. Wouldn't be Romania. Work on Denmark or something. Gonna get, if he gets that up to, I think it's a 20 or 30%, then you can use the Straits. I'll have to go look into that again. Spain 10%, I think. Pro Central Powers and creates loot boxes here. Well, what do we have in the queue? Oh. Right. We stand by here. Yeah, there is no. Oh wait. Oh. We need L. Lawrence soon. I don't need you now. Yeah, I'm going to do some final ship stuff here. Yeah, I don't know about this yet. Yeah, I'm going to take a break. Let's go over to the Western Front. We're going to come back here and fine tune. Because this spring is going to be rough. I'll be back in a little bit. All right, I'm back. Got 81 MP. Let's see, for the British. I want to look at some. I can't do it now. I was wondering if I do buy Greek field artillery, they could shoot one hex, so theoretically it could shoot from here, right? But man, we're boxed. I got to try to hold here as long as possible so I can upgrade here. If he gets into here, can't upgrade. God. Gonna have to flip these. This is ironically, the Serbs will be equipped with when I can upgrade them because they're French minor. Yeah, we got to come here. Wait. Oh, it keep bothering me. I'll handle it. French. Almost virtually certain, but not always. Sometimes it's 3%, 1%. I've seen it at 88%. But we're going to get infantry weapons too, which is a great thing before the spring nightmare comes. Well, he probably is going to get into me. He's probably got to do the same thing the Germans, or got to be close. I haven't seen any yet. We'll look close. It could be that we aren't because it's behind the lines, like what I did with the Italians. Yeah, this is a long ways off. Another reason to have Allenby. We have to cover all of our units. We got into this, but only we do got 2 chits. Again, the French. But anyway, I'm just wondering if I want to prop up the Greeks. Can't buy Serb units. We're going to be facing level 2 troops, and it is more expensive to upgrade miners. So it's going to be, but he'll be on me. I'll have 1 viable unit. I don't think I'm going to have any spare French. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to buy more. But I was thinking about if I do buy the artillery, we're going to be, and he gets one of these, we're down to like 3 or 4 cores. If I bought the artillery, again, I'm not certain about whether Greece is, if they become free, if you get any out of the territory. I know the Belgians for sure. It's designed that way. Serbs for sure. You know, because if I bought an artillery unit, and then he's going to get in Athens, and I at least try to escape like we've done here. Or try to, you know, artillery, though, would hold them back, but then if I want to counterattack, so you're going to take losses. There's, even though the Austrians are going to have to keep a lot of these units back here to hold down things. And the Germans at least 3. Plus they have to have an X amount of units around Warsaw for the bread deliveries. But we're going to see an influx of units. I have no idea what's out here. I just don't know. These guys got to stand by. Hopefully as soon as possible we'll get SW2. That's not certain, but we're gonna have the subs on our asses pretty soon. Double chitted here. Looking at the British. Yeah, we bit the bullet and did this. This is gonna be super important. It's gonna be super important for the French because their national morale is gonna go down. These are all freebies. You don't have to. It's 10% per unit. Your morale goes up. So help counteract the national morale drops that we're going to get when the battles start happening. We do get tanks. I'm just thinking. We did mobility. Almost want to do that with the British. Mobility is expensive when you upgrade your units, but you can get in and out a lot easier, especially if there's going to be to and fro here. It's easy to get tangled up. So they're going to have the mobility, they're going to have the movement rate of a cavalry unit. Do that in and out urge. Another thing I was thinking about Greece, I do have a lot of British units. Let me go back. I know it's taken a long time, but I want to win, or at least not lose bad. The national morale for the French. This is going to get seriously degraded this year, guaranteed. From combat, he's going to unleash all hell on us. We gotta reciprocate. The British got a higher national morale. I want to cover more of the line. We have lost real estate though. That sounds like Donald Trump. He's into transactional diplomacy. He doesn't get it. But because we did an offensive on him here, we weren't trying to get him land. We did kill a bunch of units. We ended up losing because of here. And now this. It is a good time. These amount of units. Again, I don't have cover. I think we're gonna have to do perfunctory shit. See, look at here, look. Again, if things get real tight and I buy a Belgian field artillery in a turn or two, let's just say, and it takes a little while to get there, I have no idea what the status is going to be here because we can only take it at Newport here or here. Well, of course, we aren't going to want the artillery here. We can do the ship stuff, and I'm going to look at this again. So we're going to stand by. The French destroyers don't necessarily have to, but there's sub-2s out here. Might get lucky. It's going to be this. Once we get this, I'm going to probably throw in there a chit. Michael's good enough. I play people have done this, and I've been able to do it. The subs can bring Britain to their knees, money-wise, when they show up like we got right now. I think I'm going to have to try to respond to this right now. We're here. Is it good weather? It is. Goddamn weather. Okay. I have to delay. All right. Bring the Navy out. Yeah, any sub gets in here, we ain't fighting it. I'm gonna keep it here. I know as I pulled everything in, you might know why. I never did Russian money. Might as well. Not done here yet. We are loose. And look at what we see here. Oh yeah. Maybe I should have put ASW on my subs, or not ASW, a sub tech. I never did it. Usually don't do it with Entente. He's got enough damage. He's been taking damage when he fought the Russians. You know, even his dreadnoughts got whacked. A little bit. He's got this all covered. I can't do anything. Got her back here. Port? Oh, it's ports. All you need is one unit next to the port. Yeah, you got it. You want to have 2 units, 3, which I could have did, but you know, he might have been through here. Maybe. At least we did something to him. Still going to the Western Front. Still got French money spending, and we did something to him here. Pretty good, actually. This guy's loose. Probably get surrounded and killed. Again. Got anything else down here? Yeah, that was unfortunate. I don't think we're going to get a chance, because I want to wipe his minds out. Even after the Bolsheviks are in power. We're not done. Now, I think I might have to put that off. I don't anticipate moving any units. I think, we can or need to. So I don't know about this. How much would it cost to reinforce it? 30. All right, we'll keep that in mind. So we still have a French mine. We have 3 British mines. Let's get 12 supply. All right, let's take a look at this. So we got hit. Okay, let's go look at 35. $35 is 270. Get them. And again, we're gonna have to do upgrades. Thing really worn out just a hero. He has wrecked a. I think I'm gonna buy these back. Turns for you. Could save the money. Well, we can buy the fighter. There we go. June. Well, we're gonna need it. Let's look at that. Take a long time to build, don't they? But it's coming. It's brand new. 81 for the British. Let's get you back in London since we're not going to intervene to save the Russians. If we would have sent 3 units, we probably kept them a couple more turns. But I didn't know it was at 15, so Michael says he's going to fix it, but it's unfortunate. He ain't going to help me now. I thought the Bolsheviks come to power when the Russians down to 0. We should have been like in our 30s now, maybe. I've been fighting back. I haven't been doing anything crazy. So he might actually get into this. We need to ship you. I wonder if we should shift. Don't think I can land here. You need to be upgraded. How much? Before we ship. So we've got 2 fighters. Is this one attached? No. Again, this is acute. But turns maybe. Maybe couple. Maybe 5. We'll have to dig. Okay, let's do, and I think I'm moving you down too now. Let's do that. You got an experience of 1.20. 5. Close enough to the front. Lord, look at that. I almost might need another HQ, even with the kind of control. Let's show them. Indulge yourselves. Bringing a readiness down in the morale. You might have good weather this turn. Looking at the readiness too. Morale's one thing. Shift. Get to Nancy. He's gonna go for this. This is ugly too. Need to be that close to the front? I don't think so. Check Belfort. Take it back, maybe. Let's see what he's got cooking. Oh, he's gone for it. Brought mountain troops. He's going to go for it down there. I need to shift you. Shift everybody. Wow. It's going for ethanol. Probably Belfort. Damn. Damn. I might have to bring you over. Well, we bought the Italian. We're gonna heavy artillery. Close. Yeah, I could have upgraded them too. Well, since we're here, might as well dig. We'll go back. We'll be able to flip. We got to upgrade eventually. Missed one turn. That's how important it is. Oh. It's coming here. Again, we're gonna have Allenby. No entrenchment at all. All right, we're gonna ship. First, who are you? Could do research. I have no idea. We're getting close here. British were behind. I have no idea where the Germans are. I bet you they're ahead of us. Yeah, we need it so bad. Let's look at research here. If they might save it. The only thing I could do is like airship development. Actually pretty good too. It's British. Maybe I'll save it. I'm always spending money on transport. Fighter development. Yeah. Keep up with the Huns. Right, the Americans. This is going to be next on the queue. We're at 53%. Yeah, artillery. It's not clear to me exactly. It's so rare to get the Americans in and actually be able to use them while the war's still going on. We'll keep it. There's always potentiality of Riffians. It's very small. But that'd be just another headache. Whoop. Right. No national morale, but no. And I think they're a minor of the Ottomans. Yeah, Murray's getting ready. I wish this was upgraded, but I don't think we got time. Especially since I got you and you're supply 10. And next turn, Medina. I don't know if we'll be able to take it, but it'll be a supply 0. I did pull off that other one, but I don't want them coming down here and killing this thing. So that will be bad for the Ottomans. But then they're going to regain Mosul. Did a good job, man, extracting. Built a pretty sizable foreskin after almost an utter collapse. Of course, the center's no good, but then he don't got anything in here. All right. Anything else? Last look again. So the British tank. I'll think about this or this. France, we're still down a core, and we're probably going to lose another one next turn. Spring, well, it'll be winter, but I bet it gets good weather. Good enough. That's not frozen. There's so many other things I'd like to do, especially with the British, like maritime bombers, but all of them. Italy's still down a core, but we bit the bullet. We got that coming. So we got a stream. The tanks coming on the battlefield might help correct any problems. And with the French, I might have to consider getting another HQ. 375. But because even with, I do have an HQ down in Italy, but I'm kind of loath to pull him right now. But if things get dicey, we might have to. But then that makes this the poor Italians. They can't, even when you're getting into combat, see, because they've got such low income. You know, if you're trading with that, let's go look. It's been a little while, I think. Let's go look at MPPs. So here we are for the time being. Let's look at convoy hits. No. But for the time being, tell those subs come out and start whacking us again. Like in the Med or whatever. Now, it's been a while since our last brief Fury offensive. Or attacks, because in offensive you're trying to gain land. I wasn't just trying to kill. Here's the French. See, it's pretty steady with them. This is our income. And we're giving some of it to the Italians. Here's our Italian income, see. This is pathetic. They've been in constant combat too. Serbia, well, They didn't last long, and I think something needs to be fixed about that. Serbs should be able to last till September. I think they're going down too easy. That's my opinion. Way too easy, though. Yeah. There's the Russians. Here's, look at the United States. Yeah. See, since the mobilization starting to go up, that's pretty dramatic. Now, here's Germany. They get, you know, if you add these two or these three together with that and the Austrians, you know, it's probably about even. Well, I don't know exactly, but see, they get to pool all the resources, and Germans do. And they got interior lines too, but they get to pool money they make. They got a lot more options than like the British with 400. He's been doing some pretty big expenditures, and then we're gonna go look at research here. And here's the Austrians. They haven't been keeping up on them. Then there's the Turks. Low grade. Here's their money. Go to research. We are at 1,600 with the British. 1,460 total with the French. Italians a pathetic 245. What are you gonna do? The Russians, I never did. No reason. Germany, 1840. Austrians keeping up a good clip. 1370 and 385. The basket case, but it's 1600 here as opposed to 18. So we always still are behind him. Well, I think that is it. So I'm keeping people on ports. No money to fix anything. 34 for the Russians. We probably should spend it if we got anything to spend on, but I don't think so. Well, maybe I'll pull you back in. Yeah, we're going to stay in Kirkuk. There's anything. That's good. December 30, 1916. You guys enjoyed that? We still got stuff going on here. The Bolshevik Revolution leads to disorder in the army. Oh, it's happened this turn. Oh my God. Or has it? Armenian volunteer units go home. U.S. protests against enforcement of distant blockade of Germany. But we just went up to 55. The Netherlands objects to increased blockade measures by the Entente. That's random. Czechoslovak Volunteer Corps. Oh, we got it. Oh, perfect place. We got to upgrade you. Conscription leads to industrial unrest in Sheffield. Yeah, we disrupted it. Bolsheviks take power in Russia. Entente forces the northern blockade line. My attacks must have accelerated it, but we had to do it. Germany launches unrestricted attacks in the North Channel. He's up there. Oh. German morale is boosted by the use of unrestricted warfare. But you see, he's supposed to be getting hit by the turnip winter. And that's supposed to reduce it. German commerce raider Moe attacks the British Empire. That's because elected. Oh, I don't know. I thought the Japanese had something to do with that. Rasputin is assassinated in Russia. Weapons development for the British. Ooh, 100% from 80. Oh, just in time. Okay, well, we're going to be spending money on that too, probably before ASW. We did get ASW too. I don't know. French develops infantry weapons too. USA develops trench warfare 4. Wow. Research funds, we got 150. We got 232 for the Americans. We get it in. Russia is still there. No, I don't know. I see Russian units. Well, it said the Russians took power, or the Bolsheviks took power. Interesting. Well, we'll see what happens next turn. Well, this is OldCrowBalthazor. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the virtual battlefields. Gone. Gone, I say.